love doing comedy. I travel a lot for it. I fly a lot. You know when you're like on a plane and you know somebody around you farted because you can just tell you're sitting in the mist, you know? Yeah, that's me. I'm really sorry. Always. I'm nervous, man. I don't like flying. I get nervous. You guys scared to fly at all? Yeah, you are? Thanks, man. Everyone's always like, no, I'm not scared to fly. I'm like, I feel like you're not paying attention, you know? Whenever people are like, no way, I'm like, what? It's so scary. Like, it's a plane. Every flight I get on, I'm just like, I just accept when I get on. I'm like, okay, probably gonna die. That's all. It's okay, but probably gonna die. My friend was like, well, he tried to put my mind at ease with statistics. He was like, well, you know there's only like a 1 in 11 million chance of your flight going down. Well, I mean, I don't know much about statistics, but I know I fly enough that I'm just getting closer to that one, you know? It doesn't mean... I'm like, not white knuckling it the whole time, but like the first little bump of turbulence, I can laugh that off. We're like, oh, hoo-hoo, ha, ooh. That was kind of funny. Second bump, I'm like, this is the one! Everyone's like, calm down, stop yelling out, this is the one, you know? Freaking my kids out over here. I'm like, okay. I'll stop, but your kids need to know this is the one. We're going down. I don't understand why I'm not given a parachute when I get on an airplane. Boggles my mind. It seems like a no-brainer. They should be like, welcome aboard. And of course, here's your parachute. Things go wrong, you're gonna want this. It blows my... You know how the Titanic didn't have enough lifeboats? And that blows our minds now? Like, wow, what an egregious oversight. That's how we're gonna view the lack of parachutes in 50 years. I'm gonna be talking to my grandkids one day, and they're gonna be like, oh, honestly, Grandpa, you guys didn't have parachutes when you flew? And I'll be like, no. And they'll be like, oh, like they weren't invented yet? Oh, no, they were. For quite some time. It's ridiculous. Give me a parachute. My friend was like, oh, well, you don't have parachute, but there's other safety devices. Like, you know, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Oh, thank God. Oh. The seat cushion floats. Oh, that's amazing. Because I was really worried that when we crashed into the ocean from 30,000 feet in the air, I was really worried that my corpse wouldn't have anything to float on, but... Seat cushion, that's great, thank you. What the hell are we talking about? Give me a parachute, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I have to have access to the parachute the whole time, right? You don't want a jittery guy like me having access to a parachute. I get it. First little bump, I will be deploying it, 100%. Keep them locked up in a closet, that's all I'm saying. A closet full of parachutes, no brainer. I get scared before I even get on the airplane. I was flying recently, had a flight at 1:05 p.m. I get up to the ticket counter, and the ticket agent, she says to me, you're on the 1:05 flight, but we actually have one seat available on the 12:05 flight 1 hour earlier. Would you like that one instead? I'm like, of course, thank you so much. And then the second I switched, I was like, shit. This is how it happens, right? Whenever a plane goes down, you always hear about it in the news the next day. There's always that one poor soul that they mention. He was actually supposed to be on the 1:05 flight, but he switched at the last second, and now he's super dead. And I was like, no, stop thinking so negative. The flight you switched to is not gonna crash. The flight you were supposed to be on is the one that's gonna crash. Those people are all gonna die. Think positive.